Hey there, legendary souls. Welcome back to Unconventional Counseling. We're talking about perseverance today, like not giving up. So many things that we hear and have heard, to me, they sound like cliches now. Like when people say, don't give up, you know, diamonds are made under pressure and you just keep going. You never know. Your blessing is right on the other side. True. All these phrases are true. And maybe at some point they were reassuring to somebody somewhere, or maybe they'll be reassuring again to somebody somewhere. But they're not feeling very reassuring to me right now, and I feel like I'm tapping into a collective that's like, leave me alone. Like, shut up. Like, why are you trying to make something seem better than it is? And to be on a healing journey, to be on a spiritual journey, oftentimes they're often very linked or they're very similar. Um, Sometimes means that you are facing some of the darkest parts of you and the hardest aspects of life. So it is really difficult. It is really difficult to continue this energy of, okay, I'm just going to be optimistic. Okay, I'm just going to be hopeful. Okay, maybe it's going to work out. Maybe it's all going to be okay. Sometimes we can get there. Some seasons we can be there. Sometimes we can find our way back there, especially if we have support or just like kind people around us and consistency in some ways in our lives. And sometimes we go through seasons where more often than not, we're feeling hopeless. We're feeling very limited. We're feeling like giving up. And it's not that you're feeling all of this because you tried something one time and it didn't work, but maybe you tried it 40 times. Maybe you tried it 20 times. Maybe you've tried every week for months. Maybe you've tried multiple times over years. And each time, maybe you progress that much more, but you don't quite get to the outcome, the end result, the goal, or even progress enough to feel like you've seen something happen. I am in a season like that in my life right now. And it is the most annoying, frustrating, illuminating season because I am someone who just tries to give up. I'm learning. Like I'll try and I'll try and I'll try and I'll try with a lot of hope and I'll try with a lot of optimism and I'll be like, okay, I did that thing last week. It didn't really pan out. Here I go. Let me try again. Okay, it didn't pan out last month. Okay, I can do this. I worked myself up. I can do it again. And I'm realizing for myself and my journey and for you, if this message is connected to you, that we don't always need the optimism. We don't always need the hope to do the thing. Sometimes it's just like, I have nothing for this experience except that I can just try one more time. And it sucks because there is the possibility what our ego is telling us, why we're so worried, why we're so uncomfortable in the process. Our ego is telling us that we might fail. Our ego is telling us that we might fail this time and the thing may never work out in the future. Our ego is telling us that we're not worthy of or deserving of this thing working out for us because it hasn't worked out before. Our ego is telling us that we should just stop, that if we stop, we'll preserve something, we'll protect ourselves in some way, we'll prevent conflict or disruption or messiness in some way amongst other people. Our ego is telling us that to be a person who's on a healing journey or to be a person who's on a spiritual journey, that we're supposed to, as best we can, try not to add conflict or harm or dis-ease to a situation or to a circumstance or to others. That we try to like hold it all ourselves if we can. And I don't understand so much. I don't understand so much. But what I understand today about this particular little sliver of a journey that you're on and that I'm on is that We don't actually have to control it all. We don't. If we get taken into a spiral that has our emotions so big, and we just need to like boo-hoo, sob, snot nose cry for 5 or 10 minutes, if that's what's with us, do it. If we need to have a day where we're just like, wow, nothing is going right today, and I just feel like I'm having a really hard day, and this is so hard, and we're noticing all day that we're in a sour mood, and we're noticing all day it feels like a cloud is over us, but that before we go to bed that night, we tell ourselves, okay, tomorrow I'm just going to try again. And that try again can be, I'm just going to try to get out of bed. I'm just going to try to go for a walk. I'm just going to try to move my body. I'm just going to make sure I have water first thing. I'm just going to make sure I make a meal for myself. I'm just going to make sure I read a little bit. I'm just going to make sure I talk to a friend or a family member or someone who I know loves me. Like, or I'm going to try to be kind to someone, a stranger, if I don't have a lot of people around me. I'm just going to try again tomorrow because today is done, all right? I don't really understand all the reasons why patience and perseverance are considered like virtuous things to be. I don't think it's possible to be a perfect human. And this is someone with Virgo energy who tried for many, many years and still tries in some ways. And I'm at this place right now where I feel like I can't stay here. Like I can't stay in this middle space that isn't quite where I want to be and feels similar in some ways to where I used to be, but I know is different. Like I can't stay here. I can't sit down. I can't live here. There is no radical acceptance for me to just exist in this space forever. I can't. And I think that's all the hope I have right now. Like I just can't stay here. So, from my heart to yours, let's try again. Let's see what happens. Let's try again. All right? I'll catch you in the future. Bye.